Hey, welcome back to Melinda's Messy Sink. In today's video, we will be sharing 4 what's for dinner meal ideas that will hopefully inspire you to cook at least one meal this week. On Monday, we enjoyed soup beans, ham, and cornbread. I was able to clear out 2 jars of beans from my pantry, leftover ham and ham bones from Easter.
I put my feet up and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving.
After emptying everything into the crock pot, these beans cooked on low for 8 hours.
Don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
As the beans continued to cook, I made cornbread by using 2 boxes of Jiffy corn muffin mix, following the package directions with adding milk and 2 eggs.
You know how much I love you. I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
I sprayed my cake pan with non-stick cooking spray and poured the mixture into a cake pan. The cornbread baked at 400 degrees for 16 minutes. I allowed the bread to cool for 5 minutes and turned the bread out onto a cooling rack.
Forever. Forever. Forever.
Here's our finished meal. It was comforting and filling during our cold late spring snowfall.
Forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here?
On Tuesday, we had one of my husband's favorite meals, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and cornbread. I began by mixing my hamburger with milk, breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and several spices. Every time I make meatloaf, I do it a little different. The milk, eggs, and breadcrumbs are a must, but I tend to grab a bunch of spices and season without measuring, and he always likes it.
Don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here?
I start off by combining the ingredients with a fork, and every time I realize that mixing and shaping the meatloaf with your hand is the easiest way for me to do it. I just make sure I give my hands a good wash before and after touching the raw hamburger. I bake my meatloaf with a rack on top of a foil-lined baking sheet. The rack allows the grease to drain off and the meatloaf to have slightly crisp edges. My meatloaf glaze is a simple mixture of ketchup, Italian seasoning, and a little water to thin out the glaze. I usually add a brown sugar to the glaze, but this day I forgot.
This moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this.
The meatloaf baked at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. For my side dishes, I washed, peeled, and cubed russet potatoes, and I opened a can of peas and a can of green beans. I'm not a big fan of canned peas, but my husband absolutely loves them. Once the potatoes were fork tender, I added milk, salt, pepper, and butter and whisked smooth with my hand mixer. Here are our dinner plates for Tuesday.
When I dance around, I can't help but feeling just.
On Wednesday, we had cheesy beef enchiladas for dinner. I have a step-by-step video on how to make these enchiladas. I will add the link to the video in the description box below. I forgot to take a picture of our dinner plates, but I did add a clip of my husband's lunch.
This moment, can we stay
Having breakfast for dinner is always a favorite in our house. On Thursday, we had biscuits and gravy. I preheated my oven to 325 degrees and placed my biscuits on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I browned and crumbled a half of a roll of breakfast sausage that was seasoned with Lowry seasoning salt and pepper. Once the sausage was fully cooked, I added all-purpose flour and combined well. I let the flour cook in the sausage grease for a couple of minutes to ensure the raw flour taste had been cooked off.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment.
Then I add milk to the sausage mixture and add additional Lowry seasoning and black pepper for taste. Next, it's just a matter of time letting the heat and the flour thicken the gravy. I continue to stir until the desired thickness is achieved.
I watch you as you drive.
Just a quick reminder, it's important to stir your gravy to ensure the milk and flour do not burn.
How much I love you. You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Once your gravy thickens up, it's time to eat. Biscuits and gravy is our last dinner idea for this week's video. I appreciate you watching. It would really help me out if you would like this video and or comment on your favorite meal in today's video. If you would like to see more of my What's for Dinner ideas, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. I'll see you in the next video.
I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you, everything's complete.